On the road from my little, very grotty little hotel. I think I'm supposed to get excited about the, oh, I've got to have a tape. I've had enough of castles and churches to last me a lifetime. I am not probably going to go up there. In the morning, standing with my back to the sea, to the back, there's major work going on along the waterfront, which makes it not very pleasant. The commercial square. Of works going down on the waterfront. I'm walking, all the waterfront's taken up by the military. The direction I'm taking, all the waterfront's taken up by the military, or the naval, I guess it really is. This is military. Buildings right round. There's no waterfront. Finally found a little park on the waterfront. It looks like it's home to the homeless. And there's fishing rods all along the front too. Heading for the handcraft place. Wow. This area is the seedy end of town apparently. Don't muck around here at night. Council this Here's handcraft market, but this aisle here is all fish and meat market. Some vegetables. Some little shops out the front, that might be where the handcrafts are. About 3 sheds of these, 3, maybe 4. Fish, meat, fruit, vegetables, legumes. I'm upstairs in what's supposed to be the art and handcrafts, that appears to be empty. It's a little park at the end of this area. It is a very seedy area. All tiled sides there. I suspect part of Sombra, I think it was. square. Starting to liven up now. I was up an hour earlier than I thought because I didn't know that we're an hour behind Lisbon, behind Madrid. So I lost an hour on the flight over. I gained an hour on the flight over actually. There's the commercial, it's called commercial area. It looks like there's going to be some big music thing down here tonight. Oh, we shall come and have a look. Plenty of sightseeing buses, but they're pretty expensive, most of them. Go for this. Rua Augusta. A whole pile of paintings and a whole pile of watercolours mostly. Rua Augusta. A lift going up there. This old dear would be 70 if she's a day. She's probably 75. And she's just walked down the street with that great shopping bag on her head. There she goes. This is my street. Very grotty. Well, even grottier. And one of those windows is mine. Actually, those are sort of roll-up outside windows, which are quite good. I've just been walking through some very seedy streets. I wasn't quite sure where I was going. I'm very pleased to find some tourists here. Heading back to where I ought to be. These pictures are all tiles. Theatre. Looks like the real tourist area down there, a bit more shops anyway. Well, there's a car park right on the tram line, so I'm assuming the tram doesn't come here Sunday anyway. Pavements are made of these tiny little stones, and usually in patterns. I saw when they were digging up all around the sea area, they were digging everyone up and they're painstakingly putting each one back again. Macchiato, Sunday morning, and it's really deserted. Built on hills, so a lot of these places are sitting on top of 7 hills. But there's a big flat area down the bottom. There's quite a few beggars here. They're more men than mostly men actually. I see one woman across the street here, but they sit themselves on Sunday morning just on the church doors. More houses, tiles.
Está encerrada. Está encerrada. Era de onde saíam os comboios para os trens, não é? Para
This is the main road in and out of Portugal.
symbolic meaning. The market is
Came in on the bus from the airport, cost me €3.
The downtown, the center.
Came all the way down here.
It was rebuilt when he was a minister. He was the minister of the Portuguese king.
It's only 5 k's or 5 miles out of
represented with a lion.
Lisbon.
Ele não era arquiteto, mas reuniu um número de arquitetos,
Just getting out of the
e
city.
supervisionou a reconstrução.
I'm on a half-day tour out to Central.
É uma estátua que está na direção do centro da cidade, não é? O Marquês de Pombal serviu o rei Dom José I, de influência, poder, tinha bastante. Portanto, na avenida que fizemos, na Avenida da Liberdade, o que é que encontramos por lá? Sobretudo hotéis e escritórios, não é? It is 1985. On a hill, here we are, another hill. It's what we call amoreiras. Amoreira is palm trees nowadays. It's where is the entrance to a shopping center. There is a shopping center. More apartments on the north of Lisbon. It's where the residential areas. Definitely a privilege to have an apartment here. Expensive, near the center.
The expensive part of Portugal.
Here on our right side is a French school, a French lycée.
So the school, I don't know where it is.
Das Amoreiras está um antigo.
More of the outskirts, it's a little different.
Que resistiu. It was built about 20 years before the. Important. 2010, what we call os satélites de Lisboa, é a cidade de Queluz. Tem um antigo palácio real, ali à esquerda, cor-de-rosa.
This was the new palace that was built after the tsunami, the National Palace. It's built after the tsunami, and they were afraid that they'd have another earthquake.
It was named after.
They built it out here. Pretty grotty looking place actually.
After a Portuguese queen. A statue. Aqui
Oh, the suburbs, not good. It's Sintra in the distance.
On the historical center is an older
It used to be the summer
sugar
palace.
calories with gastronomy. And
Inside-
cheesecake is the local
inside is decorated
specialty.
with
It's fun.
16th
It's a kind of
century
a small
style
pie.
ceramics. It's come mostly from
okay.
Spain.
Made
Granada,
from
Seville,
sugar,
the
milk,
The
cinnamon.
royal family only came in summer, and their main thing they did was hunt for deer. Quite a lot of gum trees
É
here.
um palácio que ainda tem
Similar
assim uma
climate, I suppose,
atmosfera
to Brisbane.
árabe.
It's familiar. Shopping mall. God, they look the same wherever you go. Halfway around the world, it looks the same. Just climbing the hill up to, I guess, up to Sintra and the palace up there. It's very green once you start going uphill.
Portanto, ainda há quem mantenha a tradição, não é? Já não existem reis, mas há quem tenha uma casa de verão, de fim de semana, não é? Aqui na São Pedro.
Village of Sintra, which is very nice.
Preparados para a festa de São Pedro, né? Acho que next week, local holiday. It's very nice. Festivities.
It would be nicer to stay here and just do a day trip into Lisbon. One of the guide maps I read suggested that, and I think it's a good idea. Very charming up here. Not smothered with people. Oh, it's so narrow, bus has trouble.
Aqui à entrada do centro histórico, vamos ver a biblioteca de Sintra, que é uma antiga residência nobre, anel de cerâmica e azulejos, que mostra o brasão de Sintra, não é? O símbolo de Sintra. Aqui à direita, cerâmica. É a time panel, na right side. It shows intricate homes. It's an old noble house. The summer palace, the old summer palace, is on the left, the white one. So there is the center. Onde está o palácio, onde estão os cafés, as pastelarias, não é? Fica à esquerda. Aqui à esquerda. A antiga residência de verão, aquelas duas torres são as chaminés da cozinha do palácio. A couple of towers, chaminés, não é?
Havia um barco que ia lá em cima.
Há uma?
Antigamente havia um barco.
Ainda continua.
O autocarro que vai lá acima. Say an hour, okay? No, we are going to meet on the coach, on the bus, at 4. Castelo dos Mouros.
Este aqui também é pior, este aqui também é um pouquinho também. Pode ver isso. Agora já não somos como diz que a carta da Carole aqui.
Took some relax. Swimming full of swans. Talked about the Arabic influence. It's really not, I thought it might have been like Alhambra, but it's not. The ceiling on here is just lovely. Very cool in here. Window. That's the castle. It wasn't the palace we were looking at in the hill, it was a castle. Apparently you need a good hour in a taxi to get up there. That's a wardrobe. And again the paintings on the ceiling. This time we've got mermaids. Beautiful furniture. Julius Caesar room. And about the 16th century tapestry. Gardens here. Staircase, of course, the staircase. That's actually a nice staircase. About 5 times as big as the one that I had in Bruges. It's a nice writing desk. Oh, it's blue. Blue tile paintings. Oh my god, ceiling of this. This time it's deer and coats of arm. A view out another window. Beautiful, it's all blue. The whole room is, well, all these walls are blue. Painted ceramics. Beautiful room. The floor is beautiful, it's all mosaicked as well. Tiny courtyard. Looking down into this room is the chapel. Again, that's not a carpet down there, it's a mosaic. We've got doves on the wall.
I asked you before, so on the left you have the little farm of on the right is the little farm of and all the was blank. The last room here
It's the little village below the palace, the village of Sintra, which is really quite lovely. I guess that's telling us it's 4 o'clock. Oh, it's definitely tourist town, but for a good reason. Very, very cute.
Quando são veículos com mais de 2 metros de altura, 12 metros de comprimento e 2 metros de altura e 4 metros de altura.
Little restaurants and obviously little tourist shops everywhere.
Shops around in the centre of Lisbon.
Street names have all been made in mosaics, painted ceramic.
A gente é que vai destemporizar, mas é mais calminho.
Leve já café!
Olha, o outro foi um martini com cerveja. 5 euros? Ué?
Hello? And of course the horse and cart. Always a horse and cart. They're usually really expensive. Signs on it. Many of these buildings are done in yeah, that's the guy painting. You see these fires them at 1,000. Huge motive that he'd made a cartoon of and was just repeating it. A very fine brush. I asked him, he fired it at 1,000 degrees, so it was very low fired stuff.
À nossa esquerda. Ali, a Câmara Town Hall, it roof, the Town Hall. Agora vamos até ao Atlântico, então, que é o Cabo da Roca. Aqui à nossa esquerda, o antigo casino de Sintra.
It used to be a casino, it's now a museum of modern
Foi
art.
restaurado e convertido em museu. Agora é um museu de arte, edições temporárias. Agora sim, agora vamos entrar no coração da montanha, aqui onde parte um elétrico, um elétrico que faz um circuito de turismo aí à esquerda, a tram, an old tram here, some blinds, no windows, blinds.
It's a sightseeing tram that we just passed.
Excellent for summertime.
Ada Sintra.
And that's why
Very, very old tram.
the rails in here. It's a long range, it's about kilometers.
13 kilometres long, this
As
little
far as here is
sightseeing
as far
little
as
train.
the area is about a couple of years. It's recent. It was handed to the older one. Com os azulejos.
It's going down from the mountain of Sintra. You can still see the trail. Gosh, it's still going, the scenic train.
The golf, ali à esquerda, right, on the left side, right. The following video is a flat area there. Sir Francisco, boss, property there. You have the palace and a park around it. There's Montserrat Park with a lot of exotic trees, exotic plants. And spread and yellow, so strong colors, an eastern influence. The palace that has bem poetas que vieram a fonte de inspiração. The most famous one, 19th century English writer Lord Byron. He wrote a small village, very well known to listening in Portugal, because it has wine production, an excellent wine produced in here on the mountain, a table wine. Because when we speak about Portuguese wines, we speak about port wine, the one that is produced on the north of Portugal, on the table.
Nice little change from a butterfly on the wall there.
Então, cá estamos, não é? Aqui na área geovinícola demarcada. Red table.
It's a pretty narrow road, and apparently the next one gets more narrow. I don't know what that's growing, it almost looks like a sugar cane. No show of the car getting past. Back from the bus. Taking us backwards because I couldn't see it. Going forwards the road was so narrow. The bus takes up the whole of the road. Going down to the coast. You can actually see the sea in the distance.
É onde vamos ver a casa tradicional aqui na serra, na montanha, em granito, na pedra, sobre a localização geográfica de Portugal, não é? Portugal como o país mais ocidental da Europa. Ali à direita, a casa tradicional, não é? Em granito, aqui à direita. A small house in here, our right hand side, it's from granite. Bem, nós vamos parar ali próximo de um farol,
See out there,
panorâmico,
the Atlantic.
principal. Por aqui a costa rochosa, não é? Bastante rochosa. Praias por aqui, muito dificilmente. Yeah, a lighthouse in front of us.
It's pretty wild.
They
The guide
write our
says
name
there's
on
no
it, the
seaside,
nation
no beach resort, it's just rocky coastline. Here's the
Hey,
lighthouse.
Leo.
There's a lighthouse. This is apparently the most western point of Europe. Very windy here. Rough, rugged country. Look at the rocks down there. No beach. It's windy as hell and cold.
coast, but
Sand I could see from the distance. It's pretty rugged looking though.
coast and flats, flats, very more
It's a
wild
big, huge
ones.
casino down there. Even
So it's too close from
30-degree
Cape Road,
days, the
that's right.
water is freezing.
And then we're
Freezing to swim, nobody swims.
Massa Direita.
Much nicer.
The brown beaches. Guincho is a loud cry.
There's a lot of windsurfing going on
Seabirds,
here.
seagulls.
Apparently the water is so cold that even on 30-degree days, no, it's just too cold to swim in.
Portuguese we say guincho. And yeah, Cape Rock, it is that tip over there. It's where we have been.
The rock we came from.
Lá em cima aqui, né? E vemos ali aquela. Ali o Cabo da Roca, não é? A direção de onde viemos, não é? Onde paramos. Antigas fortalezas aqui ao longo de 5 estrelas, hotel, restaurante, ali à direita, não é? A 17th century fort, the yellow one, some flags. It became a 5-star hotel, a restaurant, and a lot of forts along the coast and until Lisbon. We are going to see a lot of the entrance of Lisbon. So all the coast was fortified in the
Forts all along the coast.
17th century.
17th century.
The landscape is a little bit more wild one.
Forts.
It's the one with the
Nice one. Arriba. Very wild coast.
recent.
Very expensive area.
It's where a house, not an apartment, an house where it costs many, agora tranquilo, né? Mais tranquilo que isto. Coisa bonita. Yes, before our break at by the bay, Cascais Bay, we're going to show you what we call Boca do Inferno, the Hell's Mouth. With no rich resorts. Came to live to Cascais, but only for a short period. The Hell's Mouth. Believe me, when they do this during the winter, it's completely waves in here. Reach a little bit further. Yes, Cascais Old Forest.
Old fort in Cascais. This is Carole.
It's Esterville. So let me see, it's 20 past. We can stay for 10 minutes. Okay.
Try to conserve, okay.
Colours of the boat. The fort seems to take up the whole of that little point.
Está município, não é? Uma antiga residência nova. Aqui com os azulejos, está a câmara principal. The main square.
There's all the
There is
cars,
a
got the
train
black-
which runs very often. The train station is very near the center, near the Cascais. The restaurant.
You can get trains out to here. You can come out just by yourself and have a day out here and get train back again apparently. You can come
There
out to
is
Cascais and you can come
a
out
small
to Sintra.
shopping district as well, pedestrian streets for there, the right side, shopping area. Almoçar por aqui, há trens com frequência, não é? Há comboios.
Cascais, and it's the estuarial coast, so this is actually Cascais, it's how you pronounce it, it's C-A-S-C-A-I-S. Half an hour by train to get out here. In the centre. Yeah, this is not Easter.
Câmara principal. The main square.
Cascais, and it's the estuarial coast, so this is actually Cascais, it's how you pronounce it, it's C-A-S-C-A-I-S. Half an hour by train to get out here.
Aqui, estação, não é?
Right in the centre. Yeah, this is not Easterville, this is Cascais.
An old hotel near está a ser demolido, não é? Aquele edifício que vimos. É um antigo hotel, o Hotel Estoril Sol, não é? Está a ser demolido. Muitos andares, muito altos, não é?
Some
Para
brave souls
respeitar assim,
swimming.
o ordenamento urbanístico. Vai ser. Vão fazer outro, vão construir outro hotel mais. Está a ser demolido a
So
pouco e
this
pouco.
is Easterville around here.
Lá vão
So
fazer o
Easterville,
trabalho.
Cascais, sounds like they're the same place.
Estoril,
Just
acabamos de entrar no Estoril. Vamos ver
next door to each other.
o casino, não é? Que é mesmo a atração. Vamos vê-lo à esquerda. Não é? À esquerda. Yeah, the casino, we are going to see. Come on. So, on the left side, there's a green area there with palm trees.
The train goes right along beside the sea.
We're at the flag.
Casino Estoril. It's another fort just opposite.
The longest one, the longest beach resort on the coast. The most popular one as well, is the longest one. It's the one that is near the mouth of the river. Place where the
Lines hang
river.
off the outside lines.
Yeah, the longest one, the longest on the coast. Carole is one name as well. At the end of it,
Some brave
another
souls
fort,
swimming here.
different one. The same time, 17th century, as the ones that we saw before. That one, it has a different shape. It has a star shape, but different points, different angles. It was the most powerful parks. The boundary between both. Tejo,
the mouth of the river.
Tagus and Atlantic.
It's powerful because they can fire in all directions from it.
To the government, belongs to the state. Mas é ações,
This fort is
a
actually the
vantagem de estar
official residence of
virada, de estar
the
orientada na
minister
direção da
or
foz do
the
rio.
president or something or other of defence. He doesn't, this particular one doesn't live there, but it is actually
A foz
there.
do Tejo,
They
da
have
próxima praia
meetings
do
and so on there.
E utilizado para reuniões, nas cerimónias oficiais, utilizado. Atualmente não como residência, não está a ser habitado.
I don't know what river she's talking about because I can't see any river.
Um pouco mais à frente vamos então ver o estuário do rio, não é? A foz.
It's very windy around this coastline. Here's another beach. Oh, they're rubbish bags. I wonder what those coloured things were that were waving. They're actually rubbish bags.
Até aqui da praia de Santo Amaro, que se vê já o farol. Ali está, não é? Onde o rio, onde o
Tree
rio
on these
encontra
places.
o mar. O farol. Going to follow the estuary of the Tagus, the mouth of the river. The lighthouse.
It's a river, isn't it?
An old fort.
A fort.
A river. South Bank. Lisboa, não é?
There's the Red Bridge, Belém
25 de Abril
region.
e o bairro de Belém. Vamos entrar.
Lisbon over there where that red bridge is. I almost walked to that this morning. along the coast. Rain just came out of that, came out from underneath here and it's just going along the coast. It's got breakwater, that stacked rock there. This building looks like it's going to fall over. The closer you get, the more upright it becomes.
In those days,
16th century
Belém was
town.
a beach resort. The river
Belém area.
was wider than it is today. For instance, Belém Tower was surrounded by water. And Belém Tower stood in the middle of the river. It was possible to sail around it. A monument that shows to the discoveries. Recent, it has 47 years recent. Statues, it has a lot of statues of Portuguese navigators. On the left-hand side, the old monastery, é o mosteiro dos Jerónimos, tem 500 anos, é património mundial, da época dos navegadores. E o monumento que vemos ali à direita, recente, aquilo que parece uma caravela, um barco.
The bridge now, Belém, B-E-L-E-M is the area we're in. It's the western part of Lisbon. It's quite an amazing bridge.
And on the south bank, monument to Christ the King, like the one in Rio, like the one in Brazil. It was inspired by the one that stands on the top of Corcovado in England. And the 25th of April bridge. It has a railway system. The lower deck, the one below the traffic system, is a railway one. It's excellent for the ones weekends. The right. É as docas de Lisboa, aqui à direita. É a zona de Alcântara, onde estamos por baixo da ponte.
Old dock house become restaurants.
Restaurantes, bares. Elétrico.
This is right at the top of the hill, the main road out of the city. This is a very nice little restaurant right up at the top. It just leads on from the end of the gardens. It's the wealthier end of town, and I noticed all the expensive hotels are up this end. So if you stay in the expensive hotel, you've got quite a hike to go into the township. But it's a pleasant one. It's a little shallow. Just a shallow little pond. And you can see that bird's actually walking in the water. A little wooden walkway around half of it. It's really pretty. It's the police on horses there. Over here when I came up the top. This is looking down into Portugal from kind of like almost a gateway, I guess. These big pillars at the top. There's this waterfall-y thing, and you look straight down at the city. And you can see the ocean. And I'm staying somewhere right down the bottom there. There's avenues of trees, both sides down here, and then when you get down to that monument, there's an avenue of trees that goes right down the middle. And you can see the castle right in the distance too.